Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy Hewitt and I'm here to talk to you about the three main signs you should look out for when someone is suffering from mental health issues. These being extreme mood changes, withdrawal from personal life, and suicidal thinking. The one I really want to go over firstly is extreme mood changes. Extreme mood changes is a depression, the sign of a mental health issue, because you could go from being extremely joyful one moment to extremely depressed, and this messes with your mental health. As Jennifer Correia said in her 2020 article titled Psychothymia, she states, in psychothymia, moods fluctuate from mild depressions to hypomania and back again. In most people, the patterns are irregular and unpredictable. In a sense, this means that someone could go living their day perfectly fine and all of a sudden switch to being depressed, crying, sad, and just want to keep to themselves all day long. And this isn't a good start. When living with cyclothymia, it's very hard. About 50% of people living with cyclothymia suffer from drug or alcohol abuse, meaning that they can't get their life straight, they can't live properly, and they can't function as a way that they should. The second point I'd like to bring out is withdrawal from personal life. When you're being withdrawn from your personal life, this means that you keep to yourself, you're thinking inside your head, and as college students, we've all been there. We have a big test coming up, and all you have to do is keep to yourself. You don't think you're going to pass. You start living something. You want to withdraw from people. As Susan Bao said in her 2015 article titled Withdrawal and Inactivity Feed Depression, she states that when you're depressed, you slowly withdraw into yourself. You don't go out and do things that you did before. You stop reaching out to others. You lose confidence to try, what you might have previously embraced or had courage to face, meaning that you lose all hope in yourself. You don't think anyone's there for you. You start living in your head. You think the worst of everything that's happening around you, meaning that you won't go out, do what you want to do. You start isolating yourself and just living within your thoughts. And when you're living within your thoughts, you start thinking about the bad things instead of how good life can be. The third point, which is very important, suicidal thinking. In suicidal thinking, you don't think you're worth living anymore. You don't think anyone cares about you. And as my example shows, anxiety, stress, shame, panic, these all lead to suicidal thinking. And this is one of the main, because this means that someone is willing to end their life because they are depressed with mental health. Excuse me. In suicide, as Neil Burton said in his 2012 article titled Fighting Suicidal Thoughts, he states, if you are assailed by suicidal thoughts, the first thing to remember is that most people who have tried to attempt suicide and survive ultimately feel relieved that they did not end their lives. Meaning that at the moment, it's your only option, but it's not always the best option. There's always something more you can do. Your life is your life, and you need to live it to the best of your ability. Yes, it's hard, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And so the best way to prevent someone is to reach out to them. Try to talk to them, be there for them, and keep all sharp objects away because they're in a state of mind where they think they can do anything but live. And the best way is to take their lives. So keeping sharp objects like knives, scissors, anything that can harm themselves away is the perfect way to deal with someone who's suffering with suicidal thoughts. Mental health is something that cannot be overlooked. We should have the ability to notice all these three signs that are extreme mood changes, withdrawal from personal life, and as I previously just mentioned, suicidal thinking. These are very important and we need to look out because when we learn how to point these signs out, we can hopefully save a life one person at a time. Thank you.